Athlete Serena Williams has rewritten tennis history with her unwavering resolve and unbreakable spirit. The world thinks of her as a titan. However, there is a very personal tale behind the trophies and legendary events in the game. Alexis Ohanian, her husband, is important to that story. Living through the highs and lows of life together has shown them that love is stronger than any storm. So, how exactly does one say goodbye? Let us delve into the intricacies of what awaits Serena, Alexis, and their family, even if it's just for a short while, when the one you love is confronted with a struggle that could change their lives forever. A name that reverberates through sports lore, Serena Williams is a symbol of strength, determination, and the never-ending quest for perfection. Serena, who was born in Compton, California, beat the odds and became the undisputed champion in a sport that has historically excluded athletes of color. During her legendary career, she broke records, became a household name around the world, and won 23 Grand Slam singles championships. But Serena's impact goes hand in hand with her tennis career. With the same fervor she displayed during her matches, she has been an inspiration off the court, fighting for equality, motherhood, and body positivity. While Serena's name is synonymous with athletics, Alexis Ohanian made his mark in the tech industry. Reddit, which Alexis helped build, is one of the most popular websites and a center for user-generated content that has shaped internet culture for a long time. His entrepreneurial story exemplifies creativity and perseverance as he transformed a little concept into a worldwide sensation. Inspired by his own fatherhood experience, Alexis has been a prominent supporter of parental leave, championed businesses, and spoken out about diversity in tech outside of Reddit. The collision of Serena and Alexis's worlds was like a titanic meeting, two accomplished individuals who were eager to learn from one another despite their differences. Their story started in a strange turn of events in Rome in 2015 over a breakfast joke about a rat at a hotel breakfast table. While in town for the 2015 Italian Open, Serena was in the mood to play. But Alexis wasn't involved in the tennis world in any way. The tech mogul and the tennis great were only sharing a hotel room. According to the plot, their initial encounter was nearly comical. Alexis sat at a table next to Serena and her team as they enjoyed breakfast by the pool, unaware that she was there. They made a joke about a rat being close in an effort to get him to move. Unfazed, Alexis retorted, setting in motion a discussion that would have a profound impact on their lives. Something remarkable grew from that accidental meeting. In a delightfully low-key relationship, Serena embraced Alexis' geeky side and Alexis dove headfirst into Serena's tennis world. Alexis made the most romantic proposal imaginable in December 2016. They returned to the Rome hotel where they had met, and he escorted Serena there. He made it official with a sincere question, champagne, and roses. Naturally, Serena agreed. And the announcement of their engagement sent shockwaves around the globe. Their dream wedding was held in the colorful and culturally rich city of New Orleans in November 2017. Beyoncé, Kim Kardashian, and Anna Wintour were just a few of the famous faces in attendance. As they exchanged vows, symbolizing the start of a new chapter, Serena looked stunning in her custom Alexander McQueen gown, and Alexis beaming with delight. Their relationship now represents the ideal of a contemporary couple based on love, respect, and support for one another. Serena and Alexis have changed the definition of a power couple in many respects. Despite their polar opposite backgrounds in sports and technology, they have proven that great things can happen when two people join forces. Whether it's Serena complimenting Alexis for being such a supportive spouse or Alexis proudly sporting a t-shirt that says, their public persona is consistently one of encouragement. Additionally, their love story exemplifies perseverance. They overcame obstacles that might have broken even the strongest of relationships by working together. They have faced life's challenges with poise and bravery, from Serena's near-death experience during childbirth to the difficulties of raising their daughter Olympia in the spotlight. Alexis frequently mentions Serena as an inspiration to him. Not only in terms of her work ethic, but also in terms of her determination to triumph over challenges. Alexis has been praised by Serena for teaching her the importance of being vulnerable and forming partnerships. Their relationship has given them the opportunity to speak out for causes that are important to them and encourage others to do the same. Often citing Serena and Olympia as influences, Alexis has been vocal in his support for gender parity. At the same time, knowing that Alexis is completely behind her in her campaign for women's equality, Serena has kept up her fight. Their genuineness is what distinguishes them. In spite of their success and notoriety, they nevertheless reveal parts of their private lives, like a dance-off between the family and Olympia or an honest photo of Alexis attempting to follow Serena's tennis advice. Fans love these little glimpses into the ordinary because they show that even famous people have soft spots in their hearts. A real partnership, as exemplified by Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian, is about supporting and encouraging one another. It's about persevering through tough times as a team, sharing in each other's successes, and drawing strength from our shared experiences. Their romance goes beyond a simple news story. It's a beautiful demonstration of the strength that comes from two people loving and supporting one another to reach their full potential. We live in a society where relationships and professional accomplishment are frequently seen as mutually exclusive, yet Serena and Alexis prove that the two can coexist and even inspire others. Prior to their wedding, though, they had the utmost happiness. When Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian's daughter, Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr., was born in September 2017, their lives were completely transformed. The day she was born was filled with overwhelming delight. It was the pinnacle of their love and the start of a new chapter in their family's story. There were challenges along the way, though. What started off as a normal delivery for Serena became a terrifying ordeal that put the couple's resilience to the test. Issues surfaced not long after Olympia was born when Serena experienced difficulty breathing due to a pulmonary embolism, a type of blood clot in the lungs. There was a real risk of disaster occurring during that horrific encounter. Serena had a long and difficult path to recovery, requiring many operations and weeks of recuperation. Her loyal friend Alexis was by her side the whole time. During those difficult times, he stood by her side, took care of her, and was her rock. Looking on while Serena fought for her life changed Alexis's outlook. Alexis was prepared to do whatever it needed to stand by Serena, since she was a vulnerable human being at her core, despite her superhuman presence on the tennis court. As a humbling event, he often thinks back on this time. A person who showed him the power of love and what it means to be a reliable companion. Healing was a mental and emotional ordeal for Serena as much as a physical one. Rebuilding her health was only one of the many postpartum struggles she faced as a new mother. Despite this, she regained her tennis championship-level tenacity and perseverance after the ordeal. Alexis found a new enthusiasm while overcoming the hardships of those early days. After seeing firsthand how unsupported working moms were, he spoke out strongly in favor of paid parental leave. Alexis, a prominent figure in the computer industry, used his position to advocate for policies that would allow working parents more time to spend with their children and contribute financially to the household. His personal experiences served as inspiration for the cause, and his desire to improve the world for families worldwide, including his own, motivated him to take action. As a mother, Serena discovered a whole new sense of purpose. She found the most motivation from Olympia, inspiring her to persist in shattering barriers in her pursuits both on and off the field. Many times, Serena has stated that having a daughter has strengthened her resolve, sharpened her focus, and made her more determined than ever to leave a legacy of which her daughter might be proud. Alexis Ohanian became a part of an exceptional family when he married Serena Williams and became a father to Olympia. He eagerly seized the chance to craft a narrative that touches the hearts of people well beyond their immediate group. Alexis has brought joy, vulnerability, and the importance of nurturing ties to the world by the way he thoughtfully incorporates his daughter into the family narrative. No ordinary child is Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr., the daughter of Alexis and Serena. High expectations and public scrutiny could have easily characterized her life, given that she was born into a household where tennis aristocracy meets computing talent. On the contrary, Olympia has become a representation of purity, happiness, and belonging. Despite their notoriety and achievements, Serena and Alexis are still devoted parents at heart. Alexis has shown the wonder of fatherhood from the start by sharing glimpses of Olympia. Throughout his social media pages, you can see glimpses into the sensitive, daily struggles of being a parent. For example, a picture of Olympia doing a quick braid on her doll. A video of Alexis attempting, and frequently failing, to host tea parties, or a touching remark describing the wisdom he has gained from her. Being a dad is an adventure, and Alexis demonstrates to the world that it's full of joy and humility in equal measure. Fans really connect with these images since they are genuine and easy to relate to. When asked about his mistakes or the difficulties of parenting, Alexis isn't afraid to talk about them. On one occasion, he wrote about how he went on an outing without Olympia's snacks, experiencing the fury of a ravenous child for the first time. On another occasion, he admitted that his efforts to style Olympia's hair were still in progress. Even a tech tycoon with $1 billion resume is just a regular dad learning things on the job, as these moments of vulnerability demonstrate. On the other hand, Alexis also takes advantage of his fame to commemorate the moments that parents find most enchanting. He beautifully captures the joy and awe of witnessing a child's development, whether it's Olympia's initial tennis lessons with Serena or her obsession with constructing Lego models. A glimpse into their lives and a reminder that success goes beyond professional successes are these moments of joy. At home, love and laughter reign supreme. Even more impressive than Alexis's technique is the way he connects these experiences to their family's story as a whole. Rather than portraying Olympia in a solitary light, he shows her in the context of a team, a family that grows stronger through mutual aid and understanding. In a heartfelt statement, Alexis referred to Serena and Olympia as his world and shared a photo of them playing tennis. Fans can now relate to Serena and Alexis' relationship because of how transparent they are. Their parents aren't your average power couple, they're going through life together. From the mayhem of a toddler's daily routine to the quiet joy of a family dinner, viewers may relate to the Ohanian Williams family. Amid it all, the way Alexis and Serena are raising Olympia is a constant reminder that nothing is more important than family and love. Nothing is more powerful than the times we spend with our children, no matter how fleeting, and they have shown the world that being vulnerable isn't a weakness but a strength. Tragic medical news would be unfathomable for a physically and emotionally powerful lady like Serena Williams. Serena was dealing with a health problem that would impact her and her loved ones lives in the quiet moments away from the headlines and the raucous cheers of tennis arenas. A personal struggle, Serena's diagnosis was a watershed moment that would put her family through their paces, especially her husband Alexis Ohanian and their daughter Olympia. Although Serena's sickness details were kept under wraps for a while, the impact it had on her was obvious. The diagnosis was as unexpected as a thunderstorm, abrupt, relentless, and completely out of the blue. Everyone around Serena, including herself, took a serious hit when they heard the news. It was a new type of obstacle for someone who had lived her whole life fighting against odds, whether it was on the tennis court or in her personal life. A challenge that defied the strength of will and a tennis racket. It was a fight that required calm reflection, perseverance, and, most significantly, the love and encouragement of people she cared about. The diagnosis had a profoundly emotional effect on Alexis. The individual who had previously provided unobtrusive support has now been catapulted into a new position. In a time of great emotional upheaval, he became more than just her husband, he became her rock. His public remarks in the weeks after his diagnosis showed how devastated he was. Anguish and powerlessness over something they couldn't control consumed him in one heartfelt message as he described his inability to shield the lady he loved. His statements revealed a genuine sensitivity that mirrored the emotional toll that the diagnosis was having on him. In one post, Alexis expressed her desire to swap places with her. On the other hand, I am unable to. Being present and holding her hand is all I can do. And express your admiration for the amazing woman she is, not only as an athlete but also as a mother, a lover, and a remarkable human being. As they witnessed the unanticipated strain on their relationship, their remarks resonated with millions of admirers. It was clear that Alexis had taken a visible toll. The usually level-headed software tycoon, who had spent years establishing businesses and negotiating the entrepreneurial landscape, was suddenly facing something far more substantial. In interviews, he seemed emotionally detached and spoke more slowly than normal, as if the gravity of the situation were pressing down on him. He had been there for Serena through all her successes, and now he was there for her through her worst times. Without fail, Alexis would do whatever it took to be Serena's rock. You could see the emotional burden in his calmer moments when the cameras weren't rolling. There was a look of restlessness in his eyes. And the crushing sense of powerlessness that accompanies seeing the pain of a loved one. The gravity of the diagnosis was demonstrated by more than simply Alexis' emotional reaction, though. It was also his deeds. In the background, he ensured that he was present for each and every visit, therapy, and recovery period. His unwavering commitment to his family shone through as he protected Olympia, their daughter, from the worst of times, while still ensuring that she is kept near her mother as she recovers. It was obvious that Alexis wasn't merely supporting Serena. Step by step, he was guiding her through the unknown medical seas of a quest without a certain conclusion. Olympia, who was too little to comprehend the seriousness of the situation, felt an unexpected vulnerability as a result of her mother's absence during her treatments and rehabilitation. However, Alexis ensured that Olympia's life continued to run smoothly. He was fully committed to being a father, stepping in as both parent and child as necessary to keep their home a secure and loving environment for their children. The courage that had always been an inspiration to others became an example for Serena's daughter Olympia, showing her the importance of perseverance when faced with challenges. Treatment, relaxation, and the constant love and support of Serena's family all contributed to a gradual improvement in her health as time went on. Alexis Ohanian, who had been there for the whole time quietly, posted a brief but moving remark that read, "Goodbye" at one point during this difficult time. Fans and followers were left wondering what the phrase actually meant in this context as it lingered in the air like an unsolved mystery. When Alexis said goodbye, what did she mean? Was it his public persona, his position as a software entrepreneur, or was it a more symbolic gesture, a metaphor for the fact that their way of life was evolving? This farewell wasn't merely about Alexis removing herself from the spotlight, though. There was no indication that he was abandoning his entrepreneurial endeavors or the tech industry. Rather, he focused on making his family a top priority. After Serena's diagnosis and the subsequent emotional strain on their household, Alexis realized that certain things, like family, need her full focus. By saying farewell, he acknowledged a change in emphasis, a choice to withdraw from the pressures of public life and devote himself entirely to his family's recovery process. He chose to focus on his family's well-being, his wife's and daughters, and his own healing rather than pursuing the relentless glare of his tech career and the temptation of social media celebrity. A figurative farewell to a life formerly consumed by the clamor of the outside world, the public acclaim, the speaking engagements, and the incessant desire to be noticed and heard was also mirrored by this departure. During her time of recuperation, Serena also took stock of who she is. A realization she had never been prepared for. The physical toll of her illness had taught her the precariousness of existence. By temporarily withdrawing from public view, Alexis allowed her the room to recover, find her voice, and reclaim the aspects of her identity that weren't defined by her tennis game or her world championship. In many respects, it was an expression of understanding that the life they had created together was about more than only the glitz and glamour of achievement. It was also about the small, tender moments that cement a relationship. The fans were moved to tears by Alexis' farewell. In a fast-paced, always improving world, his message served as a timely reminder that sometimes, all it takes is pausing to truly live in the here and now. To finally escape the relentless barrage of expectations, noise, and pressure to perform. And to treasure the peaceful times that truly characterize us, the time spent with those who are dear to us. Alexis's farewell was more of a beginning than a conclusion. It was a statement of his commitment to the things that mean most to him: love, family, and the bravery to put them first. As a reminder that being present for those we love is the most important role we can play, it's helpful to take breaks from the outside world every once in a while.